Happy Friday, October 25th. I'm Paul Huckelak.
And I'm Lisa Rufionge.
This week, the RCMP need your help. Local artist Memory Roth talks with Jenny Willson from the Art Gallery of St. Albert. And the new boutique store is opening in Village Landing. But first,
on Tuesday, September 17th at approximately 6:50 a.m., a male adult entered the Citadel Mews West Care Centre building on Erin Ridge Road and took an envelope containing a check off of a staff desk.
The suspect is described as being in his 30s with dark short hair. He's medium build, wearing a dark hoodie. He possibly has a tattoo on the side of his neck.
If you have information about this or any other crime, please call St. Albert RCMP at 780-458-7700. Or if you'd like to remain anonymous, contact Crime Stoppers by phone at 1-800-22-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-8477. And we've got a brand new segment for you. Each week, local artist Memory Roth will bring you art in the city, where she'll be talking to the people who bring the art community alive in St. Albert. This week, she met with Jenny Willson from the Art Gallery.
So Jenny, you are the director and the curator of the gallery. Can you tell me a little bit about your role?
Sure. I've been with the gallery for about 10 years. For 5 of those years I've been director and curator. Mainly what I do is working with the small staff here to deliver exhibitions and programs. We're very focused on education here, so everything that we do has an educational slant. We try and make everything that we do very accessible to the public, whether that's physically accessible or intellectually or economically accessible. We're a very, very busy gallery, we're really pleased to be presenting programs and exhibitions to the community here.
Your gallery is a beautiful space. Can you tell me a little bit about the expansion? Because this was a major expansion that just happened.
It was a very large project for us. So in 2017, in partnership with the City of St. Albert, and also in partnership with both the provincial and federal government, we undertook a project to make this building barrier-free. So prior to that, the building was not accessible to persons in wheelchairs. We raised the money through grant funding, and the project began in 2017. We moved back into the gallery in early 2019 and reopened in February. So the expansion has brought with it extra space. So we have a new exhibition space on the 2nd floor, which is accessible via our brand new elevator, which makes every floor of the gallery accessible to the public. We also added a programming space that's free to the public. We call it the Art Nook. It's under the stairs, and it's free for families to drop in any time when we're open and do fun, creative programs that connect them more with the central themes of our exhibitions.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now you've had the expansion and you are working in this new beautiful building. Do you have any hopes for the future? Do you have any big plans coming up in the next little while?
Well, we're seeing an increase in visitation from families in the community. Lots of people coming in to take advantage of the Art Nook space. So really just making sure that we are a great destination for families to come and spend time together. We're also seeing an increase in schools that are coming to us to take advantage of our exploring art tours that happen in the gallery upstairs. So just really making sure that we're presenting some great curriculum-linked programs for schools to come and bring their students to, so they can learn more about the world through the wonderful art that we have on display.
Right. One of my favorite shows is your high school show. You have that every year, don't you?
We do. It's a fan favourite exhibition. We do host it every year in May, and it's a permanent feature. Each year we seem to be adding new students and new schools as they come on in the St. Albert area. And normally that exhibition features around 150 to 180 works by local students. And it's just a great opportunity for them to get recognition for their talents and also to become more interested in maybe becoming artists or future exhibitions as artists with art galleries.
This is Memory Roth with TV7.ca, and this has been Art in the City.
And we thank Crystal Lucier, who joins us each week with Financial Focus.
I want money.
If you're wondering if you can gift cash or property to your children tax-free, you should know that not all gifts to family are treated the same by CRA. Here's what you really need to know. The good news is you can gift cash to your children with no tax consequences to yourself or to your kids. This is an excellent way to help your children with immediate cash needs or to reduce your estate while you're alive. That's the easy answer. However, in my experience, there's always a reason to dig a little deeper with a question like this when you're talking to a family. Are you gifting all of your children equally? And if one child is receiving their inheritance early due to unforeseen circumstances, is this child fully aware that your estate will exclude them? Do you want to attach strings to the gifts? For example, if you don't want your children's spouse to have access to any money that you've provided, and are you going to need any of this money in your retirement future? Gifting your home would be deemed a sale in the eyes of CRA. But as your principal residence, there are no taxes owing by you or your children. Again, I urge caution when doing this. Transferring a house into the name of several children could lead to problems down the road. What if the siblings don't have the same behavior when it comes to money and assets? I mean, life happens, but you need to think about these things. Transferring your condo investment property will trigger capital gains for yourself. You'll be deemed to have sold the property on the date of transfer, and the fair market value of the property will result in capital gains to you. The fair market value will be deemed the cost of the property to your children. If your children live in the condo as their principal residence, they may be exempt from paying capital gains when they sell the condo, but other owners will pay capital gains if handed over. This is a very complex tax issue, and it is important to get some financial advice on things around estate planning. A lot of people leave that to the last minute, along with wills and power of attorneys and those sorts of things. It's not a comfortable conversation to have, but it is an important one. So make sure that you've had discussions with people about planning. Make sure you talk to your family about who's willing to be your executor. It's a big job, and make sure that you know what the tax consequences are with your inheritance possessions when they're handed down to your children or your family. I'm Crystal Lucier with Preferred Tax Solutions, and this is TV7.ca.
I want money.
Last Saturday, October 19th at about 1:20 p.m., a male adult purchased a gift card at the Inglewood Safeway using American $50 bills. Upon closer scrutiny, the store staff noticed that all of the USD 50s had the same serial number and were counterfeit. The gift card had already been used to purchase merchandise at another business.
The suspect who passed the counterfeit money is described as being light-skinned with very short, dark hair. The slim-built man was wearing a neatly trimmed mustache and goatee.
Now, if you have information about this crime, you can contact the RCMP or submit your information using the Crime Stoppers app. The P3 Tip app can be found wherever you get your apps from. I think probably the first suspicious thing was someone trying to purchase a gift card with US
money? Mm-hmm.
I don't know what our dollar's at, but
I
that
don't
doesn't
know.
seem like a...
Vigilance is important nowadays. Particular
Always.
vigilance is important nowadays. Hopefully this won't happen come the holiday season coming up.
Always be careful. And fresh back from competition, here is Michelle Parker with Let's Get Fit.
Find your posse. Rock out, work out. Looking for a fun new workout that's been hitting St. Albert and their surrounding communities? Check out Pound. Pound is just one of the many different classes hitting our neighborhood. And who knows, maybe it's got what it takes to get you moving and grooving. Not only is Pound a great total body workout that incorporates cardio and strength training into one fun-filled workout, it's also about building your posse. Building your posse can be an important element to any long-term fitness plan. So building your posse, aka your support network, is a dynamic process. And the more your support network grows, so does your likelihood of reaching your goals, perhaps even surpassing them. So grab a friend, family member, or a colleague and check out a class near you. Whether that class is Pound, an indoor cycling group, or perhaps a Learn to Run program at your local running room. And once you get there, introduce yourself to someone new. grow your posse, and feed your potential for living a healthier and happier you. All right, we are going to be taking our move of the week back down to the floor. We're going to be engaging a little bit more of that core. We've got the plank to a T today. All right, everyone, if you're ready, join me on the floor. All right, welcome everyone back down to the floor. So as I mentioned, we're going to be doing our plank to a T. So we're going to be starting on our forearms, or you can do this from your straight arm, whatever works best for you today. So again, those options, so you can be done from a straight arm with your wrist and your shoulder nicely aligned, or you can bring it down to those elbows. Keeping your glutes engaged as well as your quads and hamstrings along with that core. We're going to tip ourselves up into that T formation with our hands coming towards the ceiling, taking a look up at your hand, and then bringing it back down to the floor. So again, you can do this with straight arms or a bend. Once you've done one side, we're going to flip to the opposite and bring it all the way up and all the way back down. Now, if this isn't quite right for you yet, start with your arms lengthened, and when you tilt out to the side, you can bring that one knee down to the ground, reach it up, come back down to the floor, come back into your plank position before transitioning to your opposite side and bringing it back down. Working that core, getting into some of that rotation. And everyone, again, this is your move of the week, the plank to a T. Everyone from TV7.ca News, I'm Michelle Parker. Have a great day.
Snag is a 3-year project by the celebrated medicine hat photographer Wes Bell. Now, these poignant and melancholy photographs depict shredded remnants of plastic bags, caught in the barbed wire fences that span the roadsides along our Alberta prairies. Shot using black and white analog film in a medium square format camera, the images are transferred onto warm-toned fiber-based photo paper, which creates a stark material presence that would be impossible to achieve digitally.
Now, the series unfolds as an emotional journey. The works trace the walls of the gallery intersecting around corners, emulating the chilled and windswept roads from which the images were captured. The linear aspect of the work is significant and reinforces the artist's vision to reflect the flat prairies where this project was born and to describe his own passage of grief and acceptance.
And you can check out this celebrated exhibition at the Art Gallery of St. Albert from November 7th until the 30th, or you can attend the opening reception of Wes Bell's exhibition, Snag, on Saturday, November 9th. Now, the artist himself will be in attendance and will be giving a short artist talk at 3 p.m.
Heather Landals is a Canadian artist and surface pattern designer inspired by beauty and nature. Heather's work is driven by the desire to share beautiful designs and artwork to enhance everyday spaces and lives. After 20 years as a professional photographer and retoucher and a lifelong artist, she has combined her art skills to create beautiful designs for fashion, accessories and clothing, home decor and gifts.
And after many successful years selling privately and in popular markets, Heather made the decision to launch her own boutique right here in St. Albert. The boutique features her art on prints that are used in many different products, from scarves to purses and clothing. The boutique also has many hand-selected lines that complement Saltwater Bay's product line.
And Saltwater Bay's grand opening is next Friday, November 1st. If you wish to check it out, they are located at 445-140 St. Albert Trail in Village Landing. Do you know this man? The RCMP are looking for a witness to a dispute that happened on September the 13th.
The dispute took place between a couple of male patrons at Brown's Social House, located at the north end of St. Albert Trail. And the RCMP is seeking to speak to this witness, who had already left the establishment when the police arrived.
Now, if you know this man or have information about the incident, please call St. Albert RCMP at 780-458-7700. And we should all know this number off by heart.
Luckily, I have not yet had to use it, but it is there if you need help, folks.
There's a lot going on in our city. Wow. Well, check your calendar. October is coming to an end.
Gone already. Where did it go?
You know what that means? I guess among other things, Halloween is next week. That means this weekend is the costume-themed fun run that we've been talking about.
Yeah, FX3 Fitness's Nightmare on the Trails of St. Albert is this Saturday. Now, runners will be dressed to impress the judges in a running-appropriate costume before they head out on trails.
Please, somebody dress up as the T-Rex, please. I'm not sure if you can still get tickets. However, it sounds like a fun time, even if you're just going to go down and check it out. The Walk, Run, or Wheel event features the Freaky 5 5K, the Terrifying 10 10K, and for the kids, they are also offering Monster Dash Kids Run. Costume judging will start at 9:30 in Lions Park, and for more information about this spooktacular event, check out their event page on the Running Room website or contact FX3 Fitness.
You know, I just thought of a great costume for a fun run.
It's a T-Rex.
Forrest Gump. What a great costume that would be.
I'd come down and cheer you on.
Oh, yeah. No. Because
Forrest.
you have to do the running part, which I'm not real good at.
Put your money where your mouth is, Paul. And that will do it for this week. If you have any community events or news you'd like to share with our viewers, please send us an email at news@tv7.ca. From all of us here at the station, I'm Lisa Ruffiange.
And I'm Paul Hucklack. Have a great week.